Ooh, I like it when they take drag on the hook set. Hey everybody, Joel Nelson here with Midwest Outdoors, and we're in South Central Minnesota, catching panfish. Oh, that's a good little gill right there. And I tell you, it's been a little bit of a mixed bag so far this morning. We're just getting going. Caught a couple fish already, caught some crappies, caught some bluegills, but I tell you what, that's a nice little specimen right there. You can see how tall he is. Good fish. I tell you, we're fishing all kinds of stuff so far. We've had the best luck on small jigs, but the name of the game today is mixed bag and mixing it up. We're gonna be poking holes all over the place, fishing small stuff, fishing big stuff, spoons. We're gonna try and catch crappies, try and catch bluegills, and I tell you what, if we settle into a groove with one species or the other, we're gonna settle in and really put it to them. Oh, that might have been my ear larva falling off. Sometimes it's really nice just for the profile of the bait to rig a single Euro or a single plastic kind of horizontally like that. There's times where, you know, the bite's really fast and furious. You need a lot of Euro larvae on because you got fish constantly pulling them off, but I'm trying to target specific marks here, and it's making a difference trying to keep that just clean. And also, like on that instance, I saw the bait fall off. So when you can watch it fall off your jig, you know it's time to rebait. Oh. I don't know if you guys could see there, but I let that fish really eat it. Oh, he feels good. And part of the reason is I've been missing some fish, and nothing more frustrating than missing a fish. And it's not always easy to tell when to set the hook, right? And, oh yeah, he's good. He's real good. And, you know, it's one of those things where a lot of times it's trial and error, right? You gotta drop the bait, you gotta see what they're gonna do, and sometimes they just come up and grab the edge of that waxworm, Euro larva, plastic. Sometimes, like today, you need to let them eat it and then eat it again. So that time, I let my spring bobber drop and then drop again. And on the second drop, that's when I set the hook, and it's starting to meet some nicer fish like this. There's a lot of fish down there right now, and it's getting pretty good. I tell you, oh, there you go. Nice little gill. Oh, look at him fin up for me. I tell you, there's a lot of ways to catch panfish, and there's a lot of rods and different systems to do it. This one's a little bit of a shorter rod, but it's a solid carbon blank, and that's really important when you're fishing finesse bites like this. These fish down here are not very forgiving. They're just coming up and taking it. You really got to be able to detect the bite and feel it in a lot of senses. So it does have a high vis tip, but this one is all about the feel. So I run a finger up on my blank, just like this when I'm jigging. A lot of times I just tap the blank, or I squeeze, just slightly squeeze the handle. That imparts some really delicate jigging motions to these baits. And I tell you, rods like this really do make a difference. At the end of the day, you're here to catch more fish, and that's what precision tools like this help you do. Had to work for some of these fish, you know. At the end of the day, a lot of our fish have come just randomly. Had to drill a lot of holes, move around a lot, but you know, any good gill bite is a lot like that. It's just kind of the way it goes, right? And you know, same with the crappies. Crappies are coming high, the gills are down low, but either way, we've had to drill and work for them. He's kind of tangled up in my deucer. I don't know what we got here yet. Ooh, well, that's a fistful. Look at that thing. Look at how he fills up an inch. That's a perfect example of how good gills can really get. Whew. See you later. You know, special fish deserve special treatment, and I couldn't be happier to put a fish like that back to be caught again, go up and spawn in the spring, produce a whole bunch more. That's what it's all about. Oh yeah. Worked that mark for a while. It's so funny. Some of these fish will come in and smack it, and then other ones, you really got to finesse. And a lot of what we've been seeing is that those better fish, you do have to finesse. And you know, it's difficult at times to watch fish constantly come, oh, here we go, to constantly come up and drop down, but Fish like this make it worth it. Holy cow, look at that fish. He has got a face full of jig. That's a beautiful specimen right there. You check him out, he's gorgeous. Big male, got the big ear tab, got the real bright colors. Great representative of the species. This is a big bluegill, and I'll tell you what, nothing makes me happier than coming down to lakes like this, finding big bluegills. I got ones on the screen right now, catching them like this and then turning them back. So this guy gets a pass from me every time. Beautiful fish, probably just a little over 9 inches, and down he goes. Like I said, I got more fish on the screen. I'm gonna get down to them, and I'll tell you what, it's been a great day on the ice. Remember, more Midwest Outdoors after this.